continuously better, continuingly better guesses. But ultimately, people will have to say yes or no. And when you do crowdsourcing, you have to have, you know, point systems and vote systems, and you have to be able to remove stuff. And there's a whole bunch of extra administration that, you know, immediately confronts you. So we will eventually, of course, move toward crowdsourcing, but it's something you have to kind of do right. So we've got a long way to go for document freedom. Like I said, much data is not published. The data is about something, so it should be free. Data doesn't improve much, so we have to keep it improving. Data is not connected to each other. If we're able to sort of capture the cultural heritage in a number of places and in a scenario that allows them to connect together, and for people to make connections, and for things to be connected to authority lists, and thereby connected to each other, then the whole thing comes to life much more.
I can't help thinking that the moment that somebody comes up with a Wikipedia version of this, that it's just completely completely take over the field.
Well, Wikipedia already exists.
Yeah, but I mean a Wikipedia version of this, that where I mean Wikipedia doesn't have the links that you're looking at. I mean, for instance, you know that Rembrandt was a painter, and his
there
data.
Are links like that in Wikipedia. There are lots of them, I think. And if you're reading an article and the name of someone else is mentioned.
Yeah, but you don't get the cultural artifacts. I mean, you might get a couple of paintings by Rembrandt, but you don't get a link to every Rembrandt painting that's available on the web.
Yeah, I think Wikipedia is there. It's very useful. In fact, we use it as well to sort of provide extra background information about things, because often you can search for something using the same sort of keywords and stuff to find the related Wikipedia article, which could be helpful. But yeah, well, if there already is Wikipedia, it could be filled with cultural heritage objects.
Yeah, but Wikipedia doesn't work like that. It doesn't do all the lists and then a link from the painting to the location it was painted and what's in it, and which is what
we want to do. Yeah.
Which is what to do. But I mean,
I'm not sure you could do that in a Wikipedia way. It might be too free.
Well, I don't mean literally Wikipedia. Okay. I mean crowdsourced version.
Yeah. Well, crowdsourcing, like I said, once you've got the sort of the scenario worked out, the rules of the game, and the infrastructure to run it, then it can be, of course, a really powerful force, because there's a lot of people, especially older people actually, interested in cultural heritage, and they would be more than happy to make huge numbers of improvements. But you have to be able to have a sort of a reputation system and things like that, and that all has to be in place. We'll get there, but we can't do it right away because we don't want to do it sort of half. We have one of the people at Delving is doing a PhD in the area of user-generated content. Right now she's at Berkeley, and she's from Humboldt in Berlin. So she's got her finger on the pulse of all the things that are happening with user-generated content, which is also this kind of thing. So thanks for your attention. Any questions?
I wanted to say that I know that at least in the Netherlands, Wikipedia wants to do a lot with musea, but my experience is that musea are they consider it their property, it's their worth, so they are not very keen to just throw it over the fence.
Yeah, there are different people in different organizations. Some of them just say, let's throw caution to the wind and let's go for it and see what happens. Other ones say no way. So you know, there's a big diversity, and we will work with the people who are interested in doing it and build it for them.
I mean, there are things happening, and they are already on Wikipedia. There is lots of data which has been donated by different musea. But I mean, there could be much more, very much more.
Yeah, and one of the main important things that we find ourselves focusing on is the interoperability standards. Just the fact that data is available in known, published, sort of intelligently constructed formats, so that they can be harmonized with each other. And that's an effort that you won't get done too easily with crowdsourcing. That's something that's more the domain of people who consider this their profession.
Yeah, but well, I mean, to use another example, I mean, OpenStreetMap is just brilliant. I mean, I get so frustrated when I go to Google Maps and find a mistake and I can't correct it. But OpenStreetMap, if I see a mistake, I just go in and quickly correct it, and then it's right. And some of the things you've been saying is so frustrating that, you know, there are places where you can go in and add. It would be great to go in and add information, just because you know something about just that one little picture.
Yeah, well, this was a frustration that we had with the whole Europeana scenario, because there's no opportunity for that, and it's very difficult to do that, to do it right. So they just basically haven't done anything like that so far.
But I mean, OpenStreetMap is an example of the ability to do something right and to actually end up with something better than what we had already. I mean, it's amazing how good that map is getting.
The interesting thing now is that on Wikipedia you can open a map in a Wikipedia page, and then you can see in the area of the subject of your page, you can see other Wikipedia pages in that area. So for example, Den Haag would show lots of dots of all kinds of lemmas about things in Den Haag.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay, thank you.
Gerald, thanks. De nieuwe bezoekers zullen wel hebben gemerkt dat het een beetje is uitgelopen. Het schema loopt ongeveer een half uur achter. Dus ik wil Erik vragen om zich klaar te maken.